posting on Facebook. Just want to leave y'all with an encouraging word about God's grace and his power to change us. And just pretty much key in a little bit on Joseph's life. And just his life could have been one characterized by pain, anger, rage, depression. He could have had the why me, woe is me type of mentality. Could have had just so many other negative, but God changed him in a way that he's the guy that we read about today in the Bible. You know, what if Joseph would have chosen another path after God had placed him into power? You know, just dealing with all the pain and all the hurt he dealt with, just getting into where he was today. You know, he could have just chosen to vindicate himself. You know, he could have just said, you know what, I was innocent way back when. He could have got vengeance against his brother. He could have got vengeance against his old master's wife that lied on him. I can see his old master's wife coming in the land to get some grain. And you know how it is we as humans, we never forget that face of the person that did us wrong, and we want that vengeance on them. And I can see him walking up being like, oh, hey, how's it going? Should she be like, I need some grain? But you know, him being in his power, he could have just been like, you know what? Didn't you say I slept with you? You know, he could have just went over all the pain that he went through in prison, being wrongly accused. But yet God had changed Joseph in a way that vengeance, getting back at somebody, was just not part of his character no more. But his character was one of forgiveness, love. He actually chose, you know, God changed him in such a way by his favor and grace being on his life that he actually chose to save those that had wronged him, had hurted him, had brought him so much pain. So, I mean, that's awesome at just how good God is and how much God is able to change somebody who had, I mean, just to say he could have just simply justified himself, you know, just got back at everybody that wronged him. You know, how sometimes we being as people, we always we can wait for vengeance on somebody, but when it comes time to just waiting on God to just do what he's going to do in our life, we have very, very short patience. But it's just good to see how God had changed him in such a way that his life was one characterized by one that wanted to save people and just be that vessel that God can use at that time. And other points in his life is also that because of God's presence, he never really gave up on life. You know, God's presence kept him there. You know, God had gave him a dream way back when he was younger about the things that was going to take place in his future. So because of God gave him that, you know, he never really abandoned it, you know. So that God gave him something to keep him going. And that's just like in our life, God always give us that grace that keeps us going to the next day, to that next strength come, to that next struggle, you know. I mean, a lot of us, we really wouldn't like to struggle, but it's a part of our life. But yet we have God living with us, you know. He lives inside of us. He makes a way for us. He gives us that strength. He gives us friends, family. He gives us the things we need to just, you know, get through, you know. So brothers and sisters, just be encouraged as you go on through life. We all face problems, trials, tribulations, situations where it's just us and we seem like we have no one. But one thing about it, God is always with us. As being his children, he always with us. Just hang in there, stay encouraged, you know. God will give you that strength, you know. Don't give up on him, you know. Just keep on believing him, and one day, you know, he'll bring everything into fruition. Just continually wait on him, you know. Peace.